So I'm in this borrowed class. That's what we're going to call it. I am fashion, and this series is my 40 rebrand, but God's way. Okay, so let me tell you a story of my disobedience. Last year, I want to say 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, I was working at a school. I was working for that school, an elementary school, as an interventionist, and I'm currently an interventionist now. So keep that in mind. All right, I want you to keep that in mind. So I said, God, I am tired of working. I want to be a vessel for your kingdom. I want to work for you. I want to work for myself. I want to do full time content creation and all the ideas, all the godly ideas that you blessed me with. So if this job isn't for me, you're going to have to fire me, Lord. They're going to have to fire me, Lord, because I am not quitting a job. And that's mainly out of fear. That's mainly out of fear. And y'all, don't allow fear to hold you back because the spirit of delay will attack. And here we are. Okay. So the previous school year, I was like, oh, I didn't get any text messages, no meetings. So I had to call them. I was like, hey, are we having a meeting tomorrow? Tomorrow was the new school year. And the secretary, the receptionist, she was like, oh, well, I'm not sure. Let me give you a call back. So she called me back and was like, oh, I'm so sorry, mama. She was like, I'm so sorry that they had to let you go because of funding and things like that. So when she said that, first of all, in my mind, I was like, how unprofessional of them. Okay, because all this time I could have been doing what I need to do, getting myself prepared and things like that. You're gonna let me know, you're going to inform me, and not even inform me because I had to call them. So I just thought it was unprofessional, but I didn't think anything less of this principal because she was very unprofessional. She was very like a pick me, so to speak. So when I received that news, I felt peace. I didn't have no worry. I wasn't anxious. I felt peace. And I called my husband and was like, look, they let me go. So now I have time for my health. Now I could take my daily walks. Now I could do my content creation. Now I could edit. Now I could do all of this. Blah, 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 blah. I was excited. So another teacher from the old school contacted me and she was like, where you at? I don't see you, girl. And I'm like, they let me go. And she was like, she's a sweetheart, but let me tell you how the enemy could get you off track and just misplace you so you could run around in circles. Okay. So here I am, already in peace that I was let go. Then me and hubby, we could work on our cleaning business and just do all the things that God gave me the idea to do. Right. So she was like, we're not having that. Let me make some phone calls and things like that. I said, no, you don't have to do that. She said, no, you're going to get this job. Right. So long story short, now I'm at the new job. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm miserable here, y'all. I am miserable here. It, like my mom said, things went from bad to that school to worse at this school. And I was like, that's because of my disobedience. I was explaining to my mom, this is because of my disobedience. But, sometimes you can't talk super spiritual with certain people because they don't understand. They going to look at things carnally. And I had to stop doing that. I had to stop looking at things carnally. But the enemy will definitely distract you. He will misplace you. So right now I'm at this job. And like my mom said, it went from bad to worse. I'm trying not to stress myself, but it's horrible. The work overload, the principal is giving me busy work. Let's just say that. I can't even do my own work. I was placed in a position that nobody taught me anything. I had to learn it on my own. This is the introduction of my 40 rebrand, but God's way. And it's the journey of me leaving the rat race and trusting God and letting go of control fully surrendering to Christ. My health is not how I want it to be. I'm not exercising. I have a lot of inflammation in my body. I'm even spotting while I'm off of my period, I find myself spotting still and cramping still. And I don't think that's normal. So I asked the girl ChatGPT, aka Charlie, and she was like, "It's due to high stress and inflammation." And I'm like, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Even though I tried my best to do things that's low cortisol, I guess in the back of my mind, my body feel it. And I want to share this journey with you to let you all know you could start over at whatever age you want to. Do not allow the enemy to be like, "Oh, you're this age, you can't start over, you too old, you're too young, no." Because God, you don't put God on a timeline. He has no time. Okay? So I'm super excited about this journey, and I wanted to share this raw and uncut, okay? And we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done because we have to. Because I don't want to continue walking in disobedience, but I want to fully surrender to God. I want to fully surrender to God and just have my arms open and to receive all the blessings, all the revelations that He has for me. So here's my journey.